Sky Watchers, and welcome to the sky above us. I'm James Albury, and I'm your tour guide to the night sky. If you're a fan of horses, this is the episode for you. We have two equine constellations in the sky this week. One is very obvious, the other not so much. What am I talking about? Let me show you. Legend has it that Pegasus was a winged horse owned by Perseus the hero. One story claims that after Perseus severed the head of Medusa, the horse was created when the blood of Medusa dripped onto the ocean. Pegasus and Perseus are part of an elaborate story involving the rescue of Andromeda the princess from Cetus the sea monster. Here's how you can find Pegasus. Okay, we have our sky set up for 8:30 p.m. on September 23rd facing east. Pegasus is a popular autumn constellation, and it rises prominently in the east after sunset. He's fairly easy to find. Simply look for 4 bright stars that form a large square just above the eastern horizon. That square is an asterism we call the Great Square of Pegasus. An asterism is a pattern of bright stars in a larger constellation, or a pattern of stars from one or more constellations that form a geometric shape, like the summer triangle, for example. The stars that make up the Great Square of Pegasus, starting with the one highest above the horizon and moving counterclockwise, are Shiat, Alpheratz, Algenib, and Markab. Shiat, whose name in Arabic means the leg, is a red giant star 196 light-years from Earth, and it's approximately 1,500 times as bright as our Sun. Alpheratz, which means navel of the horse, is 97 light-years away and is also the brightest star in the neighboring constellation Andromeda. The next star is Algenib. It's 390 light-years away, and its name means the flank. The final star in the square is Markab. Its name means the saddle of the horse, and it's a white supergiant star. It's exhausted the hydrogen in its core and is expanded to almost 5 times the diameter of the Sun. The remaining stars that make up his legs are Matar and Saddlebari, which are 167 and 106 light-years away, respectively. The star marking his nose is Enif, Behem marks his eye, and Homam is in the middle of his neck. Enif is 690 light-years away and is a supergiant star 12 times the mass and 185 times the diameter of the Sun. Behem and Homam are much closer, comparatively speaking. They are 97 and 106 light-years away, respectively. Our next horse is not as obvious, but we can find it using Pegasus and a nearby dolphin and a triangle. Let's start with the summer triangle. We still have our clock set for 8:30 p.m. on September 23rd. The point directly above your head is called the zenith, and if you look in that direction, you'll see 3 bright stars. Those are the stars of the summer triangle: Deneb, Vega, and Altair. If you draw a line between Deneb and Altair, below that line you'll see a little diamond-shaped constellation named Delphinus. That's our dolphin. Now we can zero in on our second horse. The constellation we're looking for is named Equus, which means little horse, and it was given this name for a good reason. After the Southern Cross, Equus is one of the smallest of the modern constellations. To find it, let's go back to Pegasus and find Enif, the star that marks Pegasus's nose. Then draw a line between Enif and the constellation Delphinus. The brightest star to the right of the line you just drew is Catalpha. Catalpha is the brightest star in Equus, and it's a binary star system 186 light-years away. Sadly, the remaining stars of Equus are quite faint, but if you're in a dark location, you can make out that its remaining 3 stars also help make a 4-sided figure. Just so that you know, its mythological origin, Equus is said to be the offspring of Pegasus, and in one legend it represents the horse Solaris, who was given to Castor, one of the Gemini twins, by Mercury, the messenger of the Roman gods. Alright, let's check out what the moon and the planets are doing. Okay, we have our sky set up for 7:55 p.m. on September 18th facing west. Mercury is having a conjunction with a slender waxing crescent moon. Both of them will be very close to the western horizon and only visible for a few minutes once the sky gets dark enough to see them. So make sure you time your sky watching just right. The other planets are much easier to spot. Facing south, you'll see Jupiter and Saturn in the constellation of Sagittarius the Centaur. If you go outside at 8 p.m. on September 24th, you'll see the waxing gibbous moon just to the right of Jupiter. And then on September 25th, it'll be just below Saturn. Lastly, if we jump ahead to 9 p.m. on October 2nd and face east, we see the waning gibbous moon right next to the red planet Mars. Mars is extremely bright right now, as we near our closest approach to the planet in mid-October. So check out our next episode where we give you the skinny on this year's Martian opposition. So my friends, head outside and look for Pegasus and Equus, two horses racing across the autumn sky. Plus, check out the planets and the moon while you're at it. And if you'd like to support our program, click on the Patreon link in the description, and you could qualify for autographed The Sky Above Us memorabilia, and you could see your name in the credits of our next episode. It's amazing what you can find in the sky, especially when you keep looking up.